so excited to share my journey with everyone. The most amazing brand and retailer, Sunlasset. A lot like Joe and many others out there, started my career with Sunlasset. Wasn't even a career, it was a part-time job. I think it was 1999, casual part-time. I was living in Lawrence, Kansas. I was a Kansas Jayhawk, going to school for computer science. Thought I'd be a programmer or trying to, figure out how to be a cyber hacker. I don't know what I was going to do with that degree at the time, but ended up working part-time at a mall, Oak Park Mall in Kansas City. That's my hometown. And, it was a friend of mine who's a store manager, Kim Wang, who brought me on as a sales associate. And I think it was one of the first kiosks back then that got pretty close to $1 million back then. And keep in mind, everyone, this is before Luxottica had acquired Sunlasset. So we had all sorts of fun and crazy brands like Capizico, Moschino, Sun Gear, Varney. I could go on and on and on about the product. And while I was going to school, I realized I really liked doing what I was doing, selling sunglasses, and I was pretty good at it at the time. And so I kind of stuck with it. And I was very fortunate during that time of my life where you need to figure out what you want to do when you grow up. I took a break from college and stayed with Sunlasset, and partnered with Kim and my DM at the time, Mr. Kelly Fry, and expressed that I wanted to do more with my career and had opportunities to challenge myself in different roles. First as an ASM, then I got eventually promoted to a store manager role in Kansas City. For a short term, it was a MSM role. So like our amazing MSMs out there, I ran 2 stores. One was a watch station and one was a Sunlasset. And then, I got the great opportunity to do something I was most passionate about, which was developing and training other store managers. And I was able to roll into a regional trainer role. So when I got there, you want to challenge yourself more. The challenge was exciting. It was something new every single day. And I wanted to continue to grow my career at that point. And lo and behold, there was this market manager role. And back then, there was only one market manager role per zone. So those positions were awfully hard to acquire. And, I shared with my arm at that time, which was Dylan Tillman. He had really championed for me to develop, and he gave me a lot of feedback on what I needed to work on. Didn't quite get the opportunity to go for that market role off the bat, but I eventually did and acquired that role. I moved to Houston, Texas, and worked with the great Jim Kynard. Spent some time there. And then, funny as it was, once I accomplished, some career objectives in Houston, developing an amazing team in Houston, an opportunity was presented to me to come back home to Kansas and Missouri. And I was able to get my first regional manager role in Oklahoma, and also reunited with Kelly Fry. So, he gave me that opportunity to come back to the Midwest, and what a journey it was. It didn't stop there. Lo and behold, as amazing as Oklahoma might sound, it really wasn't my cup of tea. And I always wanted more. I wanted to get into bigger markets, larger cities, and Phoenix had come up in my path. And I was able to relocate to Phoenix and become the RM here. So what's amazing, guys, is opportunities that come across your way. Sometimes you may not think it's the right move for you, but I learned it was about taking risks and relocating 3 times for the brand. Probably the best thing that ever happened to me in my career. Getting to learn different markets, getting to work with different people, and experiencing different things. But most importantly, I think what's been critical for my growth and development are the leaders I've got to have over the past. I already spoke to Kelly Fry, Dylan Tillman, Jim Kynard, but I've had Mohammed El-Sadig, Lou Chessman, Devin Hawkins, West Coast, baby, like the man himself. There have been some phenomenal leaders that I've had the privilege and honor to work for and develop and learn from. And there's one common denominator that they all had. It was culture. They love the brand, they love the business, and they were all really good at giving me feedback. And I can tell you, if I had a nickel for every time I received feedback, I had a lot of nickels. There was a lot of feedback that I received, but it always came from a good place, and I knew that it was always for my best interest and truly value and cherish that feedback I got from them. Had the opportunity to support the Los Angeles market, where it's been an incredible journey. And most importantly, the leaders I got to support, I think, have been the most impactful to my career. I've learned so much from all the store managers, and then from my first team, from the old Zone 15 in Texas and Oklahoma, and from the West Coast. Most amazing group of leaders. They inspire every single day. They've been transparent. They share the wins. They've made me a better person and a better leader, and I hope I've done the same for them. And to be honest, Kelly, I'm just so ready for this new challenge. 3 days in, West Coast, Best Coast, Devin, it's in great hands, and anything's possible. Never thought I'd still be at Sunglass Hut after 22 years, and super excited for what's to come. Thank you, Kelly.